Don't stop breathing.
What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I spent the majority of the weekend up in the Carolina mountains, single degree weather, 4,500 feet. It ended up being more or less surviving over camping, but I did still end up getting a lot of Pokemon related things done over the last few days. Late Thursday night, I picked up a local friend kind of reached out to me telling me he found his childhood collection in a closet, and I bought it off of him. So a lot of it was beat, the majority of it was pretty beat, but I did get a quick video on Friday kind of recapping the whole collection because I didn't know what I was going to do with it yet. And that led into spending the entire day Friday with a couple other buddies. Pokey Pete and his intern Kevin invited me out to go to Pokemonster shop up in Newton, North Carolina. Neither of them had been before. We have showcased that shop a couple times on the channel already. It is probably one of the best shops I've ever been to in my life. They have legitimately anything you can think of. But I ended up trading a lot of that collection off for what I needed to finish all my WOTC binders. A lot of Neo base stuff, just odds and ends. So let's cut to the collection I bought, showcase the entire collection, every single card, and then I'll lead into all my weekend pickups of what I actually traded for and got at the trade event last night and the shop on Friday. All right, let's show off a little collection I picked up last night. It was on Thursday night. It's currently Friday. About to go on a little Pokemon card shop adventure with a couple of local buddies. Another local buddy found his old Pokemon card collection. I guess that's been hidden away for who knows how long, 10, 15, 20 years. It's super beat, but I wanted to pick it up anyways just because there's some really cool cards in here. So we made basically a trade for some modern cards. He's not into Pokemon much, but he did pick up some modern like art rares, some Japanese cards, just some stuff in my trade binders, and I threw him another 20 bucks cash on top of it. Just because some of this stuff is I don't know what to do with it. It's just beyond beat. I don't really feel like grading every single card for a PSA 1, and it just might be hard to move some of it, but let's just jump into it and you'll see what I'm saying. First stack, we'll do the non-sleeve stuff first. I still probably should go and sleeve these too. Everything was just like in a box, like a little tin, half of it sleeved, half of it not sleeved. I took off all of his old stuff and put on new sleeves on at least the hollows for the time being. So we have a big stack of first editions here, but they're pretty much long gone. Like this Suicune, saw it, thought it was going to be a good card, destroyed. I mean, every card that I thought might be of some type of value here is pretty much well gone, but somebody's gonna like the card somewhere. So I'm gonna go through, figure out what I want to do with all of it. There's just some cool stuff in here, and Bill's missing a chunk. Let's see, Kyogre level 47. So there's a bunch of different there's some platinum cards in here. There's some WOTC cards. Just cool stuff you don't see really every day. The Fossil, the Jungle, that stuff I've seen a million times over. But like some of these arts, I've never seen some of these arts before, just because I wasn't collecting during that era. Legendary Charmeleon, but again, pretty beat. Scyther Discovery, I love that artwork. A little well gone there for me though. So yeah, that's the unsleeved stack. We'll see what we end up doing with it. But this stack right here, it's got some really cool stuff in it. First few cards are the ones I'm probably going to end up keeping. Pop Series 5 Pikachu. This card is sick. It's got the inverted backside. I think that's a common error for a lot of these Pop Series cards. I think there's a Mew like that as well. So this is just a cool card. Probably will hang on to it. It's got massive, here I'll show that off. It's got massive hollow bleed on it. Did look that up. It seems to be kind of common too. If you can see the Pikachu right there, the entire hollow's on everything, and it's got a big old swirl there on the left side. So super cool card. I love it. Holly needs this card for her collection, so she's gonna get this. And she kind of wants the Pikachu too, so she might end up getting both. But this card is sick. The Glaceon Hollows, like Cosmo Hollows like this, are just nasty, especially with big swirls. The Arceus from Platinum is a dope card. I'm gonna hang on to that one, put it in my binder for the time being. Dark Raichu Secret Rare. You can't have enough of these, so I am gonna keep that one. And then everything else here, I'm probably gonna just put in my trade binder. Like a Steelix, that's gonna be kind of good trade bait. The Manaphy here is actually super cool too. You can see on it, it has swirl earrings. It's a double swirl hollow, and next to its head on both sides are swirls. So that card is actually really dope. I'm gonna hang on to this until I find the right person who might be interested in it for like a proper trade. And then just tons of kind of just beat cards. You can see on most of it. I'm not going to flip it over and show the backsides, but these cards were very well loved. Metagross, super cool artwork, creased through the entire middle. Torterra card is really cool. This Piplup is sick, but again, just kind of beat. This Celebi's destroyed. Super cool card. The Fossil Mew. I mean, there's just sick cards in here, but I haven't looked them all over, but there's just not really a clean card at all. Like this Rayquaza Pop Series 1. It's not terrible. I'm not seeing... it's got like a indent down there at the bottom. But for what I got it for, I am not complaining one bit. Couple Entei promos. Yeah, there's the other one. Sizor level 42. That's a cool card. I might actually hang on to that one too, so that might go into my pile. Empoleon. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff here. No Symbol Electrode. There's a Vaporeon. Another Dark Dug Trio. This card, I am going to go out on a limb and just say it's defaced. It's either defaced, peeled off front, or like a painted front over an acetone card. The cool thing is you can see the actual like Cosmo Hollows through it. It looks like the entire card has Hollow Bleed, but it's just a white face, but it's super smooth. So I don't know if that's paint or what. It's got a normal back. There's nothing on the edges that indicate like paint on them, and it's a legitimate card. You can see all the layers. Kind of hard to see on the phone, but you can see all the layers through the card. So I don't know if this was a placeholder or just somebody's destroyed card, because he doesn't remember what it's from. And that's why my only thought was it's possibly a placeholder, because the entire collection's been in a box in a closet for 15 years plus. But I'm gonna go on a limb and just say somebody destroyed it as a kid, or he did, and just don't remember what happened to it. So I'm keeping it sleeve for the time being, but kind of a cool piece. We'll figure out what it is. I asked a couple buddies and sent some pictures. But yeah, for a couple modern art rares and like I said, 20 bucks, I'll take it all day. He's happy with the cards he got, and these cards finally have some light and no longer sitting in a box in a closet. So yeah, that was the coolest pickup, at least thus far. Like I said, it is Friday, so I got a whole weekend of activities planned so far. So easy come, easy go. It was a really cool collection that I picked up. A lot of history there, a lot of neat cards, but I did end up on Friday pretty much trading in the entire pile into James's shop, Pokemonster, up in Newton, North Carolina when we went. For stuff I actually needed. So this stack right here was all my pickups. We ended up keeping 3 of those cards from that collection, though, I guess in the household. The Glaceon, the Cosmo Hollow Glaceon, the level 46, I think it was. That I gave to Holly because she needed it for her Evolution binder, and she also thought that Pop Series 5 Pikachu was cute, so I gave that to her. I thought that was actually a super cool card too, so I did want to keep that one, but she's putting it in her binder. And then we did end up keeping the white card too, the white face card, which realistically is probably just a chemical burned front face, but we are gonna see. I gave that and left it with Pete. he's a big CGC grader, and he's going to send that in the CGC as a filler card and see what they say. More than likely, they're going to kick it back as is, but if they grade it and authenticate it, then that's a win. We'll see. But so to get to the good stuff, this is everything I got by trading in that stack to James. So more Neo cards I needed to start off with. The Ho from Revelation. I think the first 4 are all Revelation. These are all non-holo rares. The Celebi and the Raikou along with the Sneasel. So those 4, if I remember correctly, I need to do an update in my binder because I haven't put these in yet, obviously. I think those were the last non-holo rares that I needed for the entire Revelation set, and it's only down to a couple holos and the Shinings. So the point of what I'm saying here is all these Neo cards that I have, and what I've been doing over the week is just showcasing all the cards that I keep picking up. I haven't really highlighted the Neo binder since I did that beginning what I started, or finishing what I started 24 years ago segment. And on Thursday's video, I'm going to do a Neo recap. You'll see why here in a second once I get to the last card in this stack here. But with Neo being so close to done, it's time to start some other sets. So we're going to jump into some new sets, and I'm going to tell you which ones. So yeah, the Sneasel was next. The Unknown from Destiny, another non-holo rare I needed. The Light Machamp was a great filler. I needed that card. Broken Ground Gym. I think that left me with one more. I need an Unknown X from Destiny, which somebody I met at the trade night last night says they have at their house, and we might work out a deal on that. And I need one more trainer card. I don't remember which one it was. I did get a holographic energy, the Destiny energy here, Miracle energy from Destiny. This card is super sleek looking. It's got a big old swirl at the top. Going to be an awesome addition once I get this one into the binder. And then the last 3 here are for my base binder. It is all the Energize Your Game cards. I'm only down to about 1 or 2 of those missing. So I get the Water, the Grass, and the Psychic Energies. They all have swirls on them. These are just super sick cards. They picture really well. So you'll be seeing them on my Instagram over the course of the next week or 2. But this double swirled Water Energy is probably my favorite of the bunch. They are just dope. So those are all going to go in. So yeah, I mean, I hands down consider that a win, trading off a bunch of absolutely destroyed cards for a nice little stack of things I needed to finish off some binders. And then Sunday, so all of Saturday and Sunday, I was pretty much gone camping. And then I got back Sunday afternoon and proceeded to go to a trade night last night at Poke Shop and Collectibles in Denver, North Carolina. You've seen that shop as well in previous videos. And I got a bunch of trades. I didn't spend any money there. Everything is through trade. The shop owner, Joe, was nice enough. This stack right here is just reverse holos I needed for Fusion Strike. Like I had mentioned before, I'm trying to finish off all the WOTC, or not WOTC, Sword and Shield Master sets that I'm currently working on. So these were all ones I needed. I did need this Umbreon V from Brilliant Stars. I had it at one point, but it ended up in an Evolution binder in this household. You can wonder why. So I picked up another copy through trade. That was, if I remember right, he needed like 4 full art shinies from Paldean Fates. I'm not doing Paldean Fates at all, so all the hits I've been getting from ripping the boxes or the ETBs, I've just traded off for other cards I needed. So I picked up the Umbreon V. This Venusaur from 151, nice couple that I met, or I've met them at the last trade event as well. They wanted a couple cards out of my binder. They didn't collect Japanese, but happened to rip a little bit of 151. So I ended up taking a Venusaur. This one's super clean. I might end up grading it and then just having hopefully a PSA 10 in my trade box, and we'll go from there and see what it turns into. So everything always snowballs into something else. So one collection turned into a bunch of other singles, which turns into some slabs, which I could trade those slabs for something else. It is a never-ending process. I did get the Dark Energy from VS Versus. This one is actually really clean too. Another trade I got, I don't even remember what I traded for this. I think it was some Delta Species stamped, reverse stamp cards that they wanted out of my trade binder. So I like this card. It was pretty clean. Got a little bit of dirt on it here and there, so I'm going to try to clean this up, and it might be a pretty solid grade contender, but we'll see. But for the time being, it might just go back into my trade binder. I just love this energy. It's one of my favorites. I did buy it couple months back. I bought a PSA 10 on eBay for a steal. It was like 30 or 40 bucks, something, maybe 50, I don't remember. But then I ended up doing a Secret Santa over the holidays with another group I'm in on Instagram. And the person that I gave it to, I was the Secret Santa for him. He loves Umbreon, loves the dark energy, so I ended up giving him a PSA 10 versus dark energy. And so I'm trying to get another one on my end because I love this card too. I picked up a Master Ball, so got the Nidoran female Master Ball, just another one off the list. I'm down to, I looked last night, 67 or 68, I believe, remaining Master Balls. W stamped Wartortle, super cool card. That's going in the base binder. I'm slowly getting all the W stamps, like all these oddballs, WOTC like subsets, if you want to call them, I've been just kind of scratching at. So the W stamps, those Energize Your Game cards I just showed you, it's just picking them up here and there as I find them. The winter cards, I've been getting those. So the base binder's fully at the end, getting close to done. I will wait until that binder's fully finished before showcasing it again, because I'm down to only a few cards actually needed, and I think it's going to just be cooler fully completed because it ends on the last page of that vault binder, and every single page just has cool stuff on it. Okay, so we're on the last card, and so this is what I was talking about a second ago of why I'm going to showcase the current state of the Neo binder, and then I'll do it again once it's actually finished. But it's time to start a new set. I think I'm really well off on Neo right now because I have pretty much all of the non-holos, everything underneath holographic cards I have for, I think, all 4 sets. I'm done with Genesis, I'm done with Discovery, I only need a couple cards for Revelation, and then for Destiny, I need holos and Shining cards. So I picked up randomly a Legendary card. I have only a couple other Legendary cards in my possession. I think both Blastoises I do actually have, just because I love Blastoise and I have a bunch of Blastoise singles. So I'm going to get another Vault Binder here over the next couple days, and we are starting Legendary. So Legendary is going to start, and I think I might start an e-reader set as well, just so I can start doing this, finding the cheap cards, the commons, the uncommons, the non-holo rares, just the binder filler cards, start getting the set together, and then take my time finding all the holos. So I ended up with a Hypno. It's a pretty clean copy. It had a little bit of whitening nick on the top side there, but the front face was clean. So I saw it. They wanted some of my cards. Oh, this came with that Versus card, actually. So those 2 cards are part of that trade. Those were the 2 I received for trading off a couple reverse stamp cards. And yeah, we're starting Legendary Collection. It's going to be painful once I start getting down to the holos or all the reverse holos that I need. But I just want more stuff I can look for because it's getting increasingly harder to find the remaining cards I need to finish Neo. So that's it. Thursday, we are going to do a Neo recap, the current state of my WOTC binders. And this weekend, I am flying out super early on Friday to Dallas, and I'll be at Collecticon for the weekend. So I will be flying back on Sunday afternoon. Hopefully leaves me enough time for the following Monday video to be my Collecticon recap. If not, that might be Thursday to give me more time to make it halfway decent video. But yeah, I'll be at Collecticon all weekend, and hopefully we'll get a ton of pickups. I'm going to be looking for Legendary cards now. I'm going to be looking for e-readers now. I'm going to be looking for slabs that I like, and we will see what I come home with. But hopefully you all enjoyed this video, just my little recap of the weekend and all the cool pickups that I received. I especially like that collection that I picked up. It's hard to find collections. I wish I could find more. I wish I could buy more and do more recap videos like that. So hopefully I start getting more as time will tell. But like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we will see you on Thursday.
Don't stop, breathe.